Reinvent yourself. The action of taking all experiences you have today and using them to influence but yet not define your future. Our focus is to empower our fellow man through sharing our experiences and words of inspiration. This is the story of ROBRAT Sr.
Hi, I'm Rogelio Lorenzo Brathwaite Sr. I currently work in the insurance industry and I'm an Aflac sales coordinator.
From humble beginnings.
I was born in Panama, and Panama is a very poor country. So my parents decided to move to the United States so that we could have a better life. That allowed us to go to New York. I grew up in Brooklyn. My mother worked days and my father worked nights. And they didn't see each other very much, but they did that so that myself and my siblings could have a better life.
In high school, Rogelio excelled in math and science. It was not long before he realized what he wanted to do next.
After high school, I went to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and studied engineering and graduated with a degree in electrical engineering.
After school, the job opportunities came pouring in. Rogelio quickly capitalized on his degree and began his new career.
Well, after college, I had a wife and 3 children to support, and that meant I had to go out there and earn and just knock it down in order to bring in some money to take care of my family. I went to work for DuPont. Stayed with DuPont for a few years, then went to work for Scott Paper Company in the Northeast. Following Scott, I went to work for Hewlett-Packard. Hewlett-Packard was where I spent most of my career. My career there was in the areas of project and program management. Some of the things that I'm very proud of that I did there was it was the Biosphere project, where I was the lead project manager for that project, which was the first time that we integrated all our products within Hewlett-Packard for a single vendor. Post that, I became a manager, managed people, moved to the Pacific Northwest. I had a group of project managers managing projects across the globe with very, very large companies, projects in excess of probably $200 to $250 million. And that was the culmination of my career with Hewlett-Packard.
In 2008, everyone felt the impact of the recession. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the job market lost 8.4 million jobs between December 2007 and June of 2009.
When I lost my job at HP, I felt as if I didn't have something that it took to be successful. I felt down. I didn't feel good about who I was at that time. I was the baddest dude doing that job. I was the #1 program manager in my organization. I was doing it, killing it. I was doing global projects. I was knocking it down. The next day, they said that I was not of value. They wanted to give me the job of people that work for the people that work for me. Why? I'm over 50, I'm making too much money. What's the deal? When you're up, and you can forget what down looks like, and you can take that for granted. After leaving Hewlett-Packard, I began my entrepreneurial career. I started a business in the recruiting arena. The name of that was GRN, Atlanta East. That company recruited engineers and scientists for the chemical industry. Took a considerable amount of initial capital to start that up, about $200,000 of my money that I actually got when I left Hewlett-Packard. My retirement and everything, I invested all of that within that company. You know, it really feels bad when you have invested all of your money into a business and then that business fails.
Since Rogelio's reinvention, he has seen considerable traction and looks forward to new success.
I started another company, actually went into the consulting business and became a small business consultant, helping other small business people like myself not make some of the mistakes that I made. I named that company William Foster Enterprises. Well, William Foster is my father's first and second name, and in order to honor him and keep that family legacy going, because he was, in my life, the wisest man that I knew. So I named my company after him, and I call that company William Foster Consultants. Well, What changed in me when I found that nexus, I felt like I was stopped descending, but now started ascending. Instead of going down, I started to go up. Well, after a couple years of being a consultant in a consulting company, I decided that I wasn't earning enough to pay my bills, so therefore I went to work for Aflac as a sales associate. So being that I am a giver and always looking for ways to help people, that's why I decided to go to work for Aflac. And it's been, so far, a great career. In fact, I'm on the verge of being promoted and having my own district. And I think that is saying to itself that now I can help a lot of other people achieve the, not just renown, but achieve their dreams and goals by coaching and mentoring them to success. If I could go back in the time machine, what would I change? I don't think I'd change much at all, because those experiences have allowed me to coach and mentor other people. It's allowed me to give wise counsel to my children. It's allowed me to grow considerably as a human being. So I wouldn't go back and change anything, because all of that is valuable in terms of being able to do what I do now and being the man that I am today. I've had to reinvent myself several times. But the key is that in that reinvention, I still maintained who I was as a person. But reinvention is a necessary thing as we move through life. The key is to keep moving forward every time you do that. They may feel like you may make a couple of steps back, but it's not where you're going. Forward is always the momentum. Forward is always what you're trying to achieve. I'm Rogelio Lorenzo Brathwaite Sr., and if I can reinvent myself, so can you.
You have to go through your own challenges to become who you are truly meant to be. Reinvent yourself.